Hello guys, welcome back. This is Breda here bringing you another Trove video. Yes, I know it's been a while, but I am hopefully back in business on a regular schedule. Hopefully, not everything is sure, but there has been there have been a few big revelations in Trove, and the first one that we are going to be talking about today is the Rise of the Shadow Tower update. So first of all, let's just take a look at what is new, and then later I will go over the totality of the the total list of things that has happened. At the end of this video I will actually show you some gameplay of things, and yeah, so let's start off. First off, new class, guys, new class. Now I've not really gotten much time on this guy because, well, he's only just out. I've got like an hour into him, so I've just leveled him to level 10, so I could show that off to you guys, so I at least have the second costume. I'll show off the first costume for this guy. It's kind of simplistic. It still looks really cool. There's the second one. You can see it right there. It has like blue glowy stuff, and it's really awesome. Now this guy, let's quickly go over his abilities. Oh, my arrow is kind of in the way for us to read that name, but it says Lunacy. Chance to gain moon power on hit. Gather enough to become infused with the power of the moon. When transformed, you will have increased movement speed, 25% reduced damage, and 50% bonus on your normal damage. So this is basically really awesome. It kind of resembles the dragon avatar form, or whatever that's called, from the Dracolites. Really cool. Only you cannot activate this at will. It activates on its own, and it's got some really nice animations. So, your combo move: swing your spear in a white arc. It disappeared there for a second, and change from chain for a second hit. The second hit deals heavy damage and knocks your targets towards the moon. Now this actually refers to when you are in lunatic mode. That's what it's called. You actually have a knock up ability with this. When you hit an enemy, it kind of flies up a little bit. It stuns them for a long time. It's really good. Probably will be nerfed eventually. But when you are just in normal, like normal sized and stuff, you don't have that. You actually just well, yeah, you can see right here when I swing my spear, it kind of charges up there for a second. Now that second hit does a lot more. Now you need to make sure that you actually hit the enemy just with the tip of it, because if they're too close, it actually seems like it doesn't do that much damage, which is unfortunate. Grappling spear. Throw a spear, then use again to grapple onto it. Each deals light area damage. So as you can see, I can throw a spear. It has a really long distance. I can throw it all the way over there. But as you can see, it has a slight like explosion on there. And for some reason I glitched out. You can also see that this is actually the spear you are actually holding in your hand. So for example, if I were to go down here, I have a bunch more styles than I had when I tried to find a nice one. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. When I now throw that spear, it is that one, so that's very cool. Now the good thing about this, you can throw this like, let's throw it right there, and then let's press that button again and we grapple onto it. The grapple also does, you can see the explosion around it and another explosion around it, so it does light area of effect damage. So that's really cool. It's really handy. It would take me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 jumps to get up here, but I can now just grapple. I can actually grapple all the way up there, I think. Yes, I can. So that's another 2 jumps that I didn't have to go through. So that's really cool. If you're starting off, you don't have that much jumps. Really nice ability for you there. Now his final ability is really cool. Blessing of the Moon, kind of in contrast to the Shadowhunter's Arrow of the Goddess. Now what this does, I am totally going to ignore that challenge that just popped up. Oh, it is for the Lunar Lancer. So we'll actually go and see if we can do something, and I can show you this guy in action. Summon a spear from the heavens that increases stability, heals and adds movement speed to you all allies. Also damages enemies caught in the area of effect. So let me go to an adventure world. I've got some shadow gear on this guy, so we'll be able to handle Uber 1. We'll definitely be able to handle that. Wait for this to load. There we go. And let's see if we have a useful biome. Yeah, we've got one all the way over there. But seeing that we're gonna have to travel a little bit, that actually gives me some time to talk to you guys about some other new things in the game. Now, one of the coolest things, well, actually it's kind of a thing that's being snuck into the game, like it doesn't have its own update, or it's mentioned, but it's not really prominent. Well, it doesn't really have a prominent presence in this update, and those are the changes to mastery requirements. You will actually be able to do challenges from mastery level 20 now instead of 30. Also, let me see that we're going the correct direction there. And there is a new set of wings, apparently. Wings that you unlock at mastery 10, and the other wings are mastery 40 now. So let's take a look. We should have these wings somewhere over here. Let's take a look at how these look. And they're actually gold. Now that seems strange to me, seeing that the these are blue, and then these are gold again. Yeah, so that seems really strange. That might be a bug or something. That doesn't seem right to me. Now these wings are slower, presumably. You can see they have movement speed of 75 instead of a movement speed of 90. 95 actually. So that's actually very nice. You will be able to fly a little bit earlier if you start off in this game, which is always nice because flying is amazing. Now your mount will probably at that point still be faster than your wings, but still wings are really nice to have. So yeah, let's see if we can find ourselves a dungeon or two, and let's get the fight on. Let me show you what this guy has in store. Now, as I told you guys before, I don't have much time in on this guy, so I don't really know what is good, like what are good pets for this guy, or if there are any like emblems that are really helpful on this guy. But he has his basic attack. Now it does pretty good amount of damage. Also remember that I have a little bit of shadow gear on this guy already, so he's gonna be pretty powerful in Uber 1 already. And let's just use that. You can see the damage it does. Now you can see that there are moons floating around our head, and these will actually slowly fill up as we kill mobs. So let's use our combo right there. You can see it's stunned, and you can see the moons are filling up. Now an issue that I have with this class is it has one target damage right there. You don't hit multiple targets, but when you do this, you do, so that's kind of good. But if I'm aiming at one target and I kind of want to strafe around him, you can see I'm now hitting to the side, and I'm not actually hitting the guy in front of me anymore. So that's an issue I personally have. Maybe that's just me, I don't really know. But I certainly think that should be changed in some way, if that is even possible, which I am not sure of. Let's chain up and kill those guys. And we are in lunatic mode. You can actually see that we do a lot more damage. Yeah, they already died. I'm gonna stand on my horse because you see the horse actually scales up with us. We have grown a little bit, and if we wait for it, there we go, we just downscaled. So I don't know if that's a bug, but I kind of think it's pretty cool that your horse actually... Well, it would be really silly if it didn't scale with you, just a huge guy riding a really tiny horse. And of course, the same thing that happens with the Dracolite also happens with this guy. If you are on a mount, you will not change back visually, but as soon as you like get off of your mount, you will actually change back. So yeah, you're probably just gonna have to take it from me, because people die here really easily, that when you are in lunatic mode, you knock people up when you do these, this combo move right here. So that's actually very cool, because it stuns them for a longer time, and it's really handy. This guy is, in my opinion, really fun to level. I am definitely a sucker for melee classes. There we go again. Maybe, no, that guy's gonna die, probably. Yeah, you can see we do a lot of damage. Your horse actually seems kind of slow because you're so quick on your feet when you're in this mode. And he actually, this guy, I can see him become a real powerhouse. Now his ultimate ability is really nice, it looks really cool, and I will show that off right now. The only issue that I have with this is that I can't really target it, it always stays at the same distance, but you can see there, as soon as I enter that, you can see that I get a speed boost and some other boosts. There's like these rings around me. It happens to me when I'm in the area. So that's really cool. Now let's actually go back to the club world, and then I will go over some other changes that have happened in this game. So let's make our way back upstairs, just because that's a lot nicer area. Give you guys something to look at right here. The beautiful Nimecat that my girlfriend made here. Definitely amazing to look at. So let me go over some updates, and let me read the update log to you guys. So first off, the Lunar Lancer is now live. This fast and foxy fighter can throw spear and grapple onto them. They support their allies by dropping area of effect buffs, and while fighting can transform in a lunatic mode, dashing out more damage and taking much less. So that's definitely good description of this class. Is gonna be a really awesome guy to play, well, to have him on your team if you're doing the new Shadow Towers. An all new weapon set, the Spear, is now live for the Lunar Lancer. So that's really cool. You're gonna have a lot of styles you can collect, a lot of mastery that you can collect through these new styles. So that's really cool. Now, the other really big thing that this update is actually named after. The Shadow Towers are also live. Use an Adventurous Crafting Bench to craft a Shadow Tower portal that can be placed in Club Worlds. So if we go over here, down to Shadow Towers, you can see this is another thing that I'm going to be talking about just in a little bit. But you can see that you can craft the Shadow Tower portal right here. Now if we take a look at this, you can see a really nice interface, and I'm gonna make you guys look at that while I read some other things about the Shadow Tower. Unlock normal mode using Shadow Keys. Unlock hard mode using new Moon Keys. Now, as you can see right here down here, there's a difficulty button. If I press hard mode, you can see that the key icon kind of changes. It says 4 because I actually have 4 keys in my inventory right now. And it says 0 right here because I have 0 moon keys. So that's actually very awesome. Now these moon keys, you can actually gather the components for that by completing quests in Uber 6, I do believe. I don't know if Uber 5, no, it's only Uber 6. So that is once again gonna be really hard. So also that's kind of an indicant, it kind of indicates how hard this is going to be to complete on hard. As you can see, this update has been out for about 4 or 5 hours maybe. There have been over 100 guys that completed this, but nobody has completed the Weeping Prophet yet. So let's go on. Each Shadow Tower floor is made up of 4 Shadow Arenas or dungeons, followed by Shadowy Titan boss fight. Defeat each floor once a week for unique rewards in the form of Titan Souls and Lunar Souls spent at the Shadowy Markets at each end of each floor. So you can see down here there is a Titan Soul and a Lunar Soul. You can also see, if you mouse over these, the rewards you get. 1 Shadow Key needed, 3 Shadow Keys needed to open this portal, 5 Shadow Keys needed, and 5 Shadow Keys needed. So you're gonna need different amount of keys. But as you can see, you get 1 Titan Soul for this guy, 2 for this guy, 3 for this guy, and 1 Lunar Soul for this guy. If you go to hard mode, you get 3 for this guy, 3 for this guy, 3 for this guy, and 1 Lunar Soul again for the Daughter of the Moon. Now, what you do with those, you can buy some certain things, but I'm not really going to spoil that. I'm just gonna say that there is a lot of flux you can gather through doing these things, so I would definitely recommend it. Hard mode floors gain a 50% bonus damage to any class that is the only one of its kind. If there is another class, so if there's 2 classes of one kind in your party, it will get a 25% damage boost, and if there is 3 or more, it won't get a damage boost. So this definitely gives you a reason to all be a different class. So that's actually very, very freaking cool. So sorry for that little cut there. Just had to cough, and I wanted to spare you guys that. So the Eyes of Cthulhu, actually thanks to one of my subscribers that actually told me how I should pronounce that word. So it's Cthulhu. So Eyes of Cthulhu, they have been slightly increased, the eyes that you can get from Shadowy Caches. So you will still get the shadow, shadow shards from the from doing these towers. The shadow towers have completely replaced these standalone Shadow Arenas, thus Shadow Dungeons and Shadow Layers no longer spawn in the world. So don't be looking out for those. You have to craft a portal and have to do it this way. So that's actually very cool in my opinion, because you can have a really nice building to put your portal into. I'm still working on that building, so I currently have it in the middle of my club world. Legendary tomes. Now let's go on to legendary tomes. This is probably one of the things that I'm most excited for. Even more excited for this than the new class and the Shadow Towers combined, probably. Well, no, that might not actually be true, but still, it's really awesome. Legendary tomes are now live. These tomes are worth 100 mastery points and can be triggered once a week for a large number of rewards. Now, this isn't really a large number of rewards in my opinion, but it's definitely some really rare rewards that you will be getting way more frequently because you can do it this way. Eyes and Tentacles of Cthulhu legendary tomes can be purchased with Lunar Souls, so that's what you're gonna be using the Lunar Souls for. Chaos Chest and Dragon Coin legendary tomes, yes, you heard it, you can get the Chaos Chests and Dragon Coins once a week through doing your tome thingies, are now available in the Trove store. So let's actually close this up, let's open up our store. You can see there's also a new pack life for this guy. You have 2 new costumes, you have the 2 legendary tomes that you can buy in the store, and 2 foxy mounts, and of course the new class. So that's actually very nice. I definitely recommend buying that, not only to support the game, also because they're really cool, and you can see the costumes right there. If you want to pause, you can kind of read the text. There is no new emblems. The mounts are not yet purchasable in the store, but probably will happen as the well, same thing that happened with the spider mounts that came out with the Necro, whatchamacallit, Tomb Raiser. That's the one. So Thomes, this one you can actually buy with Star Wars money with qubits, so that's actually very, very freaking awesome. And this is also the one I am the most excited about, because I really want to max out my Azulian Blue and all the other dragons, and once a week I'll be able to get 3 dragon coins just from this. So that's actually a guaranteed 3 dragon coins, which is gonna be really, really, really nice. You can also get 10 chaos chests, which is also very cool, but you can only buy that with real money, which is a little bit unfortunate in my opinion. Now let's move on. Deals update. Rotating deals now refresh hourly instead of daily, so that's actually really cool. There is no longer a $5 rotating deal. Instead, there is are now 2 $20 rotating deals. So that's actually very cool, because I personally think the $20 is a good combination of price and what you get for it. So that's really cool. There is a new rare rotating deal, including where there are multiple new rare rotating deals, including a one that includes a class coin, inventory space, golden chaos chest, which actually always gives you a rare thing out of the chaos chest, and even more. So let's actually see if we can find one here. You can see it kind of has the tentacles. Here we get a gold chaos chest, so that's what they look like. Here we get, I forgot the name of those things, Shaper's Vision loot box. These things are going to be purchasable with Titan Souls, and they are a gold mine of flux. This is actually what I was talking about with the flux that you're going to have like crazy people. So that's very cool. You can see that this is a $20 deal, and this is a $50 deal. Very cool. Challenges and Dragon Caches update. There is now a new Ancient Dragon Cache, which now is earned through challenges, which is how it used to be on the Trove store. This has 3 times as many Dragon Souls and 2.5 times as many Dragon Coins. So that's really freaking awesome right there. No Eyes of Cthulhu and 35% less flux. Excuse me, I'm probably gonna cut out that cough. So there are some reducements, I guess that's the word I would use, in loot, but in general you'll get way more mastery this way. It no longer grants a Penta Forged Souls as a rare result, but rarely drops the reward of 5 Dragon Coins or 10 Dragon Souls. Imagine getting 10 Dragon Souls just from opening a box. You're gonna go crazy. Come on, if you have that like 10 times in a row, you have a complete dragon right there. So that's gonna be really freaking awesome. Previous Ancient Dragon Caches will now be called Flux-filled Ancient Dragon Caches, because there's a lot more flux in those, and remain unchanged. So if you have some laying around, you will still be able to get the benefits from the big amounts of flux and the eyes out of those. Challenges now only go up to rank 3, and completing this rank gains you a full non-tradable Dragon Soul. Uber 6 now grants a 4 times multiplier instead of a 9 times, because the amount of challenge ranks you can get has been decreased. Baldness. Now this is something people have been asking for a long time. You can now be bald in the game. Now I don't know if that's just a hairstyle or if you have to select it. I do think it's a hairstyle. Let's actually see if we can find it right here. Doesn't actually seem to change our hairstyle for some reason. That might be bugged right there. But just take it from me, you can now be bald. Now this is really cool if you just want a hat with no hair underneath it. And it won't actually clip with the hairstyle or anything. There won't be an awkward space between your head and your hat. So that's actually really cool if you just want to wear a hat all the time. I'm gonna open up this window so you guys can stare at the awesomeness once more. Additional updates and fixes. Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff in there. If you want to read it, you can always search for the patch notes on the Trove forums, but I'm not gonna read that for you guys. So that's actually about it. Oh, my hairstyle has changed for some reason now. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Gonna put it back on this one, because I if it would like to change back, that would be awesome. So hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you have. Subscribe for more content like this. I will be doing way more regular videos. I will actually level up this guy to the max, and I will do a full overview of this character, as I will do for all of the characters. And yeah, at the end of this video, so after I have done my outro, I will be showing some gameplay of the Shadow Towers with my father and maybe some other friends. But my dad is gonna be joining because he actually plays this game. Yeah, I know, he's an old man and he plays video games. Pretty funny. But he's probably better at it than you, so I wouldn't be complaining. So he's gonna be joining us. It's gonna be really fun. There is not gonna be any vocal audio on that, so don't expect any voices. It's also gonna be a little bit sped up, so you guys can yeah, so it's a little bit easier to watch, I guess, so it's not as boring. I will actually be doing a full video on every single boss, just the total mechanics of that guy and stuff like that. So, hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you have, it definitely helps me out. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to. Also, I have a Twitch channel, which I stream on sometimes. Actually, I like streaming very much. It's a really nice opportunity, good to get involved with you guys. So if you want to talk to me in person, well, in the chat actually, while I'm streaming, definitely come check us out. We're gonna have a really nice time on there. So, hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you have. Leave a comment. Subscribe for more content like this. I hope you have a very, very nice day. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.